Hi, I'm Todd Jones, host of the podcast Pressbox Access. Here's a clip from my interview with Tim Kurkjian. Tim recalls a special moment shared with Johnny Bench at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
Todd, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be very self-serving here because you're in Cincinnati and you know this guy very well. But when I was honored by the Hall of Fame with the award that you referenced at the beginning, the next day, Johnny Bench called me at my house at 8:30 in the morning and said, "Tim, congratulations. Welcome to the club. You're one of us now." Let's be clear, Todd. I'm not one of them. I'm not in that club. They're the players. I'm the writers. I'm a writer. I'm way over here. But still, the greatest catcher of all time called me to congratulate me. And then his voice got very soft, and he said to me very poignantly, he said, "Tim, you know, it's moments like this that take you back to Little League." And I was just about ready to cry again. And he said, "And let's face it, Tim, you could still fit into a Little League uniform."
Well, then I think last July when you were in Cooperstown, after you gave your speech, right? At the hotel, Bench approached you. Tell us what happened.
Oh, God, Todd, most powerful professional moment of my career. I make my speech. Thank God I didn't butcher it. I got through it. It was so difficult. I was so scared. We get back to the Otesaga, and Johnny Bench comes up to me, gives me one of these, and says, "Come with me." We go out on the back porch of the veranda of the Otesaga Hotel, overlooking the most majestic lake you can possibly see. And he says to me, "I want you to sit down next to me." And he said, "I want you to look at that lake. I don't want you to say a word for 1 minute. I want you to think about where you are, how you got here, and who helped get you here." So I sat next to the greatest catcher of all time, just the two of us, and I looked at that lake for 1 minute, and I teared up again, because this is what Johnny Bench does for all the first-time Hall of Fame players. He takes them out there so they can understand where they are and how they got here. This time he did it for a baseball writer, and I can't even begin to tell you how powerful that was for me.
Well, what a special moment. Again, chills just thinking about that. And really, this podcast with talking to writers about the moments like that they experience through their careers, this is my chance to sit by a lake and talk to Hall of Famers such as yourself, Tim. And I really appreciate your time. And I just appreciate your enthusiasm for the love of the game and the work that you've provided fans all these years. You're a real inspiration and one of the most respected and great guys in the business.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Todd. And again, I am here because I love the game. This isn't any sort of great talent or anything else. It's a love for the game that has carried me this far, and I hope it carries me for many more years, because I just love to be at the ballpark after all this time.
Rock on, Tim.
Thank you.